Hey everybody, it's Debbie. Welcome. You're at your home, your happy place, where I hope that my decorating here helps you make your home your happy place. And if you're new, thank you so much. And for everybody else who's returning, you just bless me. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, and just watching. Oh, and don't let me forget that I know that you guys use my storefront, so I appreciate that. It's so helpful to me. Now, a little bit of business before we get to decorating. Number one, I don't want to let this go by. I told you that sometimes, this has just happened like 3 times now, I'm losing comments between me approving them and them getting published. And it was so crucial. The one that I missed, it was a couple videos ago when I asked you guys about that scalloped pumpkin plate from Kirkland's. And I had 2 responses of people that found them. And the first one said, I need to know right away because it's Friday. And she was going to go get it for me. And I was so excited. I pressed approved. I went over to publish and it wasn't there. And sometimes it can take it a minute, but it never came back. So it just went away. And I don't want you to think I ignored you. What a sweet thing to do. And I don't know your name because I don't have it anymore. And I hope you didn't unsubscribe because I would never do that to any of you guys. The only time you'll not see your comment is if you're being snotty, rude, or, something like that. And I honestly, it's just such a rare thing. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I blocked somebody's comments. It's been months, and it's over all the 3 years I've been doing this, probably under 5. So you guys are so good. All right, so just know that. And if you don't see your comment, you guys, here's what. Do it again. Now sometimes it'll take me 2 days, 3 days to put my comments in. Life's busy, but if you go back and look for your comment and it's not there, send it to me again, especially if it's something that you and I want to talk about. All right. Second thing. Well, Lucy, thank you so much. So Lucy sent me some, if you've been with me a while, you know I just love Lily Pulitzer. And so this is the second time she sent me a Lily Pulitzer gift. She sent me 3 little pens. They've just got all the designs in them. And it's a little box set. And I just thank you. I love it. She did it in response to probably the day I was out on the deck saying, my legs hurt from my surgery and all. And I mean, frankly, there's going to be probably 15 of those, but I'm okay. And I just appreciate that was the sweetest and kindest thing. Okay, third thing. My son, I was in St. Louis this past week, and I went with him on his 7th treatment for his cancer, which I want to make really clear because the doctor made it really clear, but I know this. When they took his kidney out, they called it stage 3 cancer because there was some microscopic things in 2 areas, which meant it could have gotten to the bloodstream and it could have gotten into some other places. It could have metastasized. But according to the CAT scans, we have not seen anything that looks like metastasis. And we're in it's not month. It was November last year when he had his surgery. So I don't know. Oh, I do know. It was election day that he found out that he had this. So I'm saying this because I just want you guys to know that he's doing so well. He has fatigue, but that would be probably the majority of any kind of symptom he's having. He's on Keytruda, I believe it's called, which is an immune boosting thing so your body can fight off the cancer if you have it. My hope and belief is he doesn't even have it anymore, and he has 2 treatments left. So I appreciate your prayers. I know there's so many of you that tell me you're praying for him. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, really. All right, we're going to decorate over here today, you guys. It's hard for me to say we're doing Moody when you can see this bright coral, but I think I can kind of pull it off. Definitely, you know, we've got the Moody going on over here, and I'm shocked, y'all. There's so many of you said it's your favorite room I've done. This is so not me, but I am loving it. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing on this side, and it's again, I found more pumpkins, by the way. It's raining pumpkins over here. There were a couple bins that had not gotten out. So, yeah, this is kind of a moody pumpkin, but whatever. We're going to go in here and get something going, and I hope you enjoy. These are the items that are going to go in, and this will go a lot faster because I've already done it. I know what's going in, but so yeah, it's an assortment of things. And as you can see, I mean, there's kind of some weird stuff in there, a plate and I mean that telephone, but I am, you know, I don't have everything. This is a lot of display space here. So I'm just using things that have color or texture or maybe a feel that I see a feel in to try and build something that's cohesive in the room. So I'm going to start with the center because that's always the biggest one. I had two of these, and while I was doing a much more, I don't know, there's a lot more deeper colors over there. This is deep and it's texture. I love that. And you know, I have the white pumpkins on the pillows over there, and that cream was kind of popping around. So this is something I already had. Like I said, I had two of them. One thing I considered doing, I'm just not going to, I don't have time this year, but I think I'd like to darken this. I don't love that, but it's not going to make a huge difference today. So I'm going to pop this in. And y'all know, if you've been with me, I love this book. It's the Birds of America, the art by John James Audubon. So I normally have this on the coffee table, but I love that picture. So I'm popping it up here. It gives me a little bit of that moody vibe as well. I honestly don't remember where this is from. It's leather, and I like to use the trays. Helps me block some of that bright orange. It gives me a nice dark backdrop to work with. These are smaller versions of what I've got going on the sofa table or console and the coffee table. Oops, that's upside down. There we go. I want some height on this side, and this is got leather and some of that dark antique metal. So I am going to finally bring some metal in. This has nothing to do with fall, but I'm just showing you that it all doesn't have to be. I love that, what that's giving me there. Now I'm going to throw some pumpkins in. One of those textured ones right up here. Picking up some of that green. A lot of it's down here in this book. And then there's a little bit in here. And then I'm bringing in a copper pumpkin. It is books. I like to use the books. I'm thinking I bought this at Home Goods years ago. It's so pretty. I mean, you could have it either way because they've finished it on both sides. Look at that. It's beautiful. And I have two of them. And what's cool is, like, I have two of this floral down here and I have two of these. I will be able to mirror. I don't mirror identical, which you'll see. But they refer to each other still. Since the books I have a lot of different colors, I am turning them around. And I legit could take the covers off of these, but I don't think it's necessary. Now, they're not going to move, but I am going to throw something up on the side. A little bit of texture. So really, I said there were so many pumpkins, but I mean, I have 3 there and this is a pumpkin thing, but really it's not that bad. These are a little complicated because they're very narrow. So you want to kind of not have just one thing in each of them. I went through my stuff just looking for things. Now see, this has nothing to do with fall, although I think a Moody room has clocks. In fact, gosh, I wish I had a clock collection. I just love clocks. And I've had this one for years. So that one looks like it can stand alone. It doesn't need a pumpkin. I really like that. This shelf, I'm going to pop in a little, I don't really know what it is because it's supposed to have strings. I don't know if it had strings when I bought it. It doesn't matter to me. I just love it. Just a light touch of green. This is a piece I picked up at a resale store. And this is the top, but put a candle in the middle. It's just the right size for these kind of candles. Now I am going to put a little pumpkin in there. And that gold is picking up that gold and the copper over here. And yeah, I'm really starting to like it. On the bottom, this was a bit of a reach for me. I needed risers and this time of year, and really maybe Christmas too. I'm probably going to use books for risers. I like that natural look and texture. I love books. And, you know, I was just looking for things. What could I put in here of interest? Because I was running out of things. And honestly, I just love how this looks. And to me, it does give you a little bit of a moody feel. So I kind of have this little thing. When in doubt, find a plate. You can always add so much color, design. Just you can, it's so simple, and we all have plates. So I found 2 of them. Again, I will be mirroring it, meaning it's going to be on the other side as well. So right now I have 1, 2, 3 items that will definitely be on the other side. They're just not going to be in the exact same spot. I thought this was a cute little game to put in. It's a little small, and I have a wooden game of cards that I was going to put underneath it and bring it up. So it's upstairs right now, so I'll have to go get it. I hope as you see me pull these together that you start to realize these are just plates, that, you know, if you're running out of things, it really, you just have to I mean, there's something, a teapot, some coffee cups. I mean, you can make anything work. All right, so I did that. I'm like, yeah, but I was upstairs in the unused stuff, and I think I found some of these and maybe used them already this year. But anyway, I found some more, and I thought that's exactly what this needed. See, it's just not enough. And when I pop that back there, yeah, there's a price tag. Some of you guys are really good at seeing my price tags. Debbie, why don't you just cut it off? Just because I don't have time right now. There. And that really, you know, I don't need anything else now. That looks great. Okay, we have one more thing to do on this side. Okay, simplest thing of all. What is going on there? I don't know. 2 candlesticks. And now, candles, I'm going to put what I have here, but I've got another color that I may bring over and swap out. But right now, I have these. They're not even the same. This one's probably a little fatter. And I did not choose to put a pumpkin up there. I see a lot of nice balance in here. I really do. You know, I could mess it up by, I mean, it really matters how you do this. So if I had those 2 candles on the same side with the leaf in the candle, that would not look balanced. If I had the plate on the same side with the clock and the phone, it would not look balanced. So I just think it's something that you just step back and look at it and you get it figured out. All right, other side. And you should know, I don't have the shelves in the exact same height. Probably because at one point there was something I wanted in here. I think it's Christmas, like maybe I had a big Santa Claus or something. So I change them. I love that I can change them. So let's start on the bottom. And in this case, I am mimicking that one, which is on the inside towards the fireplace. I know I got this. My daughter was putting it in her garage sale. I'm like, I'll have it. I mean, you can use this for a lot of things, right? I think so. Anyway, a little of that dark metal and a variety of pumpkins. So I have a deep green, different texture than the one over there. Another one of those copper pumpkins, and then I'm bringing in one that's got a little gold and copper on it. Another one that we found when my husband was cleaning out all of the fall. I have a mini story, maybe at the end. If there's time, I'll tell. Oh, I found this one. I'm like, yes, this is so pretty. Have no idea where it was from. Probably last year, but I'm not sure. And I'm just putting it on a couple coasters just to get it up a little higher so you can see it. Not the same material, not the same size, but the idea is the same. So this is a really pretty tray. And in the same space over there, which again is not even as high, I'm putting this in as a little bit of a backdrop to cut out a little bit of that orange. I have some pumpkins. This is a one with writing on the other side. It says bless this home, but I don't want to see that. Pop that in there, and then a yellowy and another of that copper. This is gorgeous. I'm going to add 2 more things, but as you can see, that's a little lacking because you can see right through that candle, and then it's just orange. It's just a little blah. So I'm going to cut off that. and give this something for that candle to pop off of. And I will say this side's going to be a little bit more busy than the other, but I think overall it ends up being okay. All right, the top shelf is really small. So I am just going to pop in. This is of the same set as these two big ones, but it's in a pumpkin base. Now, I don't care about that. I'm just going to set it up there on its side to just get that same reference. And we just had some pictures done, but they didn't come in yet. So I just added a picture up there. Actually, I'm going to move it over. And it's not the best. It's slid down. It needs to be attached. But I'm hoping to add a fall one as soon as they come in. It should be any time now. So there we go. Let's get these little sides done. So I chose this not because of this, because this is all spring. So I'm going to try and force most of that towards the back. I chose it, though, for this pot. And because the room faces a certain way, I am really pushing this to a side that if somebody's standing in the room, they really won't even see that. I have a tall candle. And this is probably just a tad too tall of a candlestick, but you won't see the color at all. Not that it matters that much because I do have blue in those chairs. And then I'm going to put some pumpkins in front of that. So if you're standing over here, you might not see that. I'm not thrilled, but again, I'm running out of things, and so I'm doing the best I can. We're going to add that bird. So on the other side, the bird book end is on the top middle. So I'm bringing it over here. This is hard to do with one hand, you guys. There, and it just fits. And reason I don't remember is it's this. So I'm not even putting anything, since it's so high up, I won't be putting anything in front of it at all. I'm kind of keeping it towards the front. So it is on the upper shelf on the far right on this one, and then on the other, it's absolutely catty corner to the lower left. And there we have this side. We have 3 more shelves to style. So is this necessary? I don't know, but I chose to do it. I found this when my husband pulled out a couple more bins, and I needed a backdrop for something. And that something is this. It's one of those beautiful potpourris that I did, and I love this. Again, it reminds me a lot of that dough bowl. It looks hand carved, and I just think it's so pretty. But it needed height behind it, and I love that it's wood. But we'll bring in just a little ceramic. I have a little pumpkin here. So we're going to kind of push this stuff a little further back. I started with this piece on that shelf, but the next shelf, but it's really short, as you can see, and it's just not, I mean, I had to find ways to build up around it. Now, I know I have a collection of these for fall, but I could not find those this year. And by the way, you can put, this is, I forget, Blue Sky, I think is who makes these. So these are made for tea lights to go inside, and then you can see all the little holes. So they're really fun. I was looking for some height, and then of course this is, in my mind, this is Moody. We've got maps, it's dark, I've got buckles and nail heads, and I just thought this would be a really nice thing to add. And then this is still not good enough, so we're going to add a little candle holder to get that up a little higher. But this was the height I was looking for. I'll push that little guy back there. And I'm going to put a pumpkin in front. And then I'm going to feed some leaves around it. There we have it. And you're going to know that I really was out of stuff. I'm telling you what. So I am going to use another one of these up here. And then keeping a little bit with the maps and that, I'm going to put the orangey ones to the front. And then we've got that little bit of darkness and a wood base. I'm going to, oops, barely fits. And that's that. That's what I have. And there it is. You know, when you're sitting here, you're really not on top of it. So that kind of gives you still that brightness. One of you, well, I'd say at least 3 of you told me how these chairs really go beautifully with everything. And they do tie the floral background because there's a really close match to that in the chair, and it ties everything together. So I appreciate that. I think it looks pretty balanced, and I really do like it. I'll come to a close-up in a second. I'm going to show you some other things I did. Well, I did add, I didn't need to do this, and maybe it takes away from it a little bit, but these are, you know, I've shown you before, my kids will often get us some of these photo books of, you know, our life. And so I like to have them where I can just pick them up and look at them. And I picked this up, oh gosh, a couple years ago on Mother's Day. I love this weaved, it's a leather handle. And so I just popped a very deep brown fur in there. I'm going to mention this really quick because I was going to say this in my last video. If you guys have never visited where I live, the Branson area, oh my goodness. This is one of the beautiful spots at Top of the Rock, the restaurants there. Right now, this green area is kind of tore up, but that's a beautiful chapel. And you go inside, and there's a big cross in the center, and it looks out over Table Rock Lake there. Those are twin islands, if you see those 2 little islands. But it's so beautiful. Anyway, Christmas is one of the best seasons to visit. So I didn't do a whole lot down here, but I had those arched, I don't know, swags, I guess is what I want to say. So I got 2 of them and popped them down, and then just put a woven pumpkin that I had down there. I did end up putting out a different, I've got some probably, yeah, I've got more magazines underneath, but I've got a nice hardback here. And I don't think I have pictures of when I went there as far as their autumn colors. Maybe they have some in here. This is in Tennessee, and I'm telling you what, it's one of the most, I love history like this. I love to, see these old homes. I believe we got to tour the home while we were there. I know we did. And I just love that kind of stuff. Of course, I love homes. So anyway, this is, I usually, if I can go to a place where they have a book, whether it's a hotel or botanical gardens or something, I love to get it. It helps, you take pictures and stuff, but something like this is just a treasure to look through. And then I found this. Actually, I think the pumpkins were already in it. I said this when I was outside doing the side porch that I think I already own this basket. Well, apparently I do. So now I have two. And I just thought that was a nice little finishing touch. It kind of brings that picture a little closer here. And so I'm done. I really feel like I got that moody feel I was going for, despite the fact that I have some very bright backgrounds back there. Oh, yeah, I didn't dress up for you today. Sorry. It's Saturday when I'm recording this. This is like a really busy work day, and one of the stories I said I'll throw it in at the end is I decided on a whim to start decluttering my storage area down here. It's a disaster. And when you do something like that, you create a much bigger mess. So right now I've got one of the bedrooms down here has my summer clothes in, most of them, in bins waiting to be put somewhere. And then the fall that I didn't use in there, waiting for all the fall to go in and so we can organize it well and put it away right. And then that room, I still haven't put away summer. And we found a few spring things while we were gathering, but I just have not had the time. It is really, really tough right now. So, and I can't even let you see that side over there. It's just a disaster. So you are only seeing the good stuff. Okay, there's not going to be a recipe for you today. I know I promised. Here's the thing. This takes long, and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking, but I will bring it in the next video because I'm going to be bringing you a floral DIY for the holidays. November, really, since October's almost over. And then we'll do the recipe. So it'll probably be a shorter video. And then after that, my plan is to bring you my fall home tour, maybe one, maybe two videos, and then we're going to start some inspirational Christmas ones that are not me decorating yet, but from past times, so that you just kind of get some new ideas. I don't know what I'm doing at all. No idea. So I think it's going to be cut back a little bit this year just based on time. So anyway, I appreciate you guys always. Don't forget, if you enjoyed it, to give me a like. Please comment. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, I would encourage you to do so you don't miss any. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.